Once upon a time, ashes under her feet, when Uche's mother died, the house died with her. Before then, their small home in eastern Nigeria had been filled with laughter, the smell of ogbono soup, and the gentle hum of evening prayers. But grief is a thief. It steals warmth first, then peace. Her father remarried quickly. That was when the storm entered. Her name was Mama Ifunanya, but nothing about her carried light. She was loud. She was sharp-tongued. She was the kind of woman whose footsteps alone could make a child tremble. From the first day, she chose Uche as her enemy. The first signs. Uche was 9 when the change began. Stand there. The woman barked one evening. Uche stood. Why are you breathing like that? Are you challenging me? Uche didn't understand. That was how it started. Punishments without crime. If water spilled accidentally, Uche knelt for hours on gravel. If food burned, Uche was whipped. If visitors came, Uche smiled and acted normal. Wickedness is always careful around witnesses. School became a luxury. Many mornings, Uche would wake early, bathe, put on her faded uniform, and pack her books. But just when she reached the door, "Where do you think you're going?" the stepmother would snap. "To school, Mom." "You think school is more important than this house?" And that was it. She would miss school to fetch water from a distant stream. She would miss school to pound yam for hours. She would miss school to wash clothes that were not hers. Sometimes there was no reason at all. Just control, just cruelty. And her father. He worked far away and returned tired. When Uche tried to speak, Mama Ifunanya would twist the story. "This girl is stubborn. She talks back. She disrespects me." Her father, warned by life and grief, believed the louder voice. And the louder voice always won. The hunger. Uche learned to eat last. Sometimes there was no food left. Sometimes the stepmother would serve her deliberately small portions and say, "Slaves do not eat like queens." She began to shrink, not just in body, but in spirit. At school, when she managed to attend, she would doze off. Teachers called her lazy. Students called her dull. But they did not see the midnight chores. They did not see the tears she swallowed. They did not see the scars under her sleeves. The night everything changed. One rainy evening, Mama Ifunanya accused Uche of stealing money. Uche had not touched it. But truth does not matter to wickedness. She was beaten with a belt until she could barely stand. "Confess," the woman screamed. "I didn't take it," Uche whispered. The stepmother dragged her outside into the rain and locked the door. 9-year-old Uche sat in mud, soaked, shivering, and staring into darkness. That night, something shifted. Not anger. Not hatred. Strength. The silent promise. While the rain fell, Uche made a promise to herself. "I will not die here. I will not become what she says I am." From that day, she stopped arguing. She stopped crying loudly. She observed. She endured, and she studied. Even if she missed school, she borrowed notes. Even if she was tired, she read at night. Even if she was hungry, she dreamed, because sometimes survival is quiet rebellion. The exposure, years later. When Uche was 15, a neighbor heard the screams. This time, the beatings were too loud to hide. The neighbor called a relative. The relative came unexpectedly. And for the first time, someone saw the truth. Bruises, fear, silence too heavy for a child. The father was confronted, and when truth stands face to face with denial, denial collapses. He saw what he had refused to see, and the house changed again. The rise. Uche was sent to live with her aunt in the city. She finished school. She excelled. The same girl called dull became top of her class. Pain had sharpened her. Years later, she stood at a podium receiving an award. Her father sat in the crowd, older now, regret carved into his face. Mama Ifunanya was not there. Wickedness rarely attends redemption. The final twist. One day, Uche returned to that old village. Not for revenge, not for shoving, but for closure. She stood in front of the house where she once knelt in gravel. And she whispered, "You tried to break me, but you only trained me." Because sometimes the wicked unknowingly forge warriors. The moral. Silence enables cruelty. Parents must listen beyond the louder voice. A child's quietness is not always peace. Sometimes it is survival. And no matter how wicked someone treats you, your destiny is not in their hands unless you surrender it. Some children do not grow up in warmth. They grow up in fire. And fire, if it does not consume you, refines you. What are your thoughts? Drop them in the comments section. Thanks for watching.